Right, Jimmy, they say that 2-0 can be quite a dangerous scoreline. I guess that was proved tonight. What did you make of the performance?
I said 2-0 every day of the week. No, I just think first half thought we're a little bit better than them, and you know, we know they get the ball down and we know they're playing. We counter-acted, we counter-attacked them, and I thought it worked a treat, and we got the 2 goals. And I'm sure they're thinking, Jesus Christ, and Edinburgh smashing and grabbing at home, but we've done it right, and I think we changed our shape once we got 2-0 up, and he changed his shape, Longy, the Alvechurch manager. I thought they were a very, very good football inside, but we aren't really penetrating and hurting us. Tony's not had a lot to do, but he has at the end. He couldn't get to that thunderbolt from Claudio, but majorly disappointed. But that's football.
In the second half, it sort of seemed it was a question of will it be 3, will it be 4, and then obviously in the end you get pegged back. Would you have changed anything in the way you set up for the second half, or was it just one of those games?
No, I think you just hit the nail on the head. We looked like we was going to make it 3 or 4, didn't we? Because again, we let them have the ball. We understand they're very good with the ball, and our job was to counteract and counter-attack again. And get the ball and push it to Dwyer and push it to Kingy, and it's worked. We've got into the right areas. We just ain't took the little chances that we've had, and they've only had half chances. They've had loads of the ball, but I've just said to Tony, you must have had two saves to make nearly all night, and we've ended up coming out with a point.
Yeah, when it is a former player that scores that last minute goal, does it make it even worse for you, or is it just one of those things?
Yeah, Claudio's a fantastic kid. He's he was in and out the side. I signed him because he's a good kid. I signed him because he can do that. I signed him because he's a good player. When we had the 18-20 man squad around us, we were finding it hard to get minutes, so he went closer to home to get his minutes. Went to Rushden and then found himself last week at Alvechurch, and then he's back at Liberty Way, and he hits that. He probably won't get a better one than that all his career, but Claudio, you can have that one, mate, because ex-Borough player, but it's hard to take. But we should have closed him down. I mean, Tommy Armitage and Louis and Clem in the middle of the park, just let him have a shot there. But we ain't going to point the finger at anyone, but we really did need to close him down and not let him have a shot, because that's all they'd got left, one more shot, and we'd seen the game out and got the 3 points and probably jumped up 2 more spots in the table.
While it does feel like a defeat, it is important to remember that it is a draw. It's another point. It's been quite an incredible last 3 games. What are your thoughts on the transformation that you've seen from your side, and how confident are you now that this is just a case of the more games we play, the more points we pick up?
Well, I think everyone can see we're getting better. Everybody gave me a lot of stick when Stratford beat us 4-0. Now Stratford are playing Shrewsbury in the first round of the FA Cup, so maybe the 4-0 weren't as bad. I said it in the last interview. Pat Stratford on the back for getting where they've got to. That first round proper FA Cup's a great feeling for any non-league club. And they've gone on to beat 2 or 3 better sides after they beat us. Supporters and people screaming for changes, so I've made the changes. Never going to settle down for a few weeks. I think we've got the lads in now. We've closed the door on the turnaround of players, and I think we are settling down, and everyone's seeing that we are capable. We're nowhere near the top 5 or 6, I don't think, by a long shot, but we're certainly good enough to get into the middle of the table.
And just finally, earlier on, last week now, you brought in Danny King, who's had a fantastic game tonight, scored on the weekend. How pleased are you with bringing him in and then what he's done so far?
Well, Liam Daly joined the club, and I asked him a question, any players at Gloucester, because I knew Lee Mansell, new manager, had gone in, and I knew Lee had go in and bring 4 or 5 of his own boys in from the Football League, and it rolled off his tongue really, go and get Danny King, and Danny King's you want, so we inquired about Danny, and I mean, he came on Saturday and done very well, and then tonight I think everyone's seen there's a very good player in Danny King. He works his socks off up there, and I think that could be quite a good partnership, them two. Loads of energy, score goals, so we're really pleased for Danny, and they've just given Anthony Dwyer man of the match there. I'll probably think King is man of the match tonight, but listen, it's a partnership, they'll only get better. I've just said in there, listen, they need to learn how to set each other up, not go individuals once they get into the 6-yard or 18-yard box, and we could have scored 3 or 4 first half if they just to get that partnership going a bit quicker really.
Yeah, well, thank you for your time.
Cheers, Jake. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Matt.